the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
problem-solving abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whales have inspired generations to care about our natural world, and we're excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high-flying and powerful.
We are going to see all that today and more. These and other behaviors provide an environment full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, and years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, when you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Throughout today's experience, you'll see the killer whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen their social bonds and allow them to problem solve as a group. This is just another reason why they are known as the ocean's top predator. Their scientific name is Orca. Their common name is called the killer whale, and these 5 killer whales have their own personal names. 2 are Kyland, and joining us here is Takara, Sakari, and Kamea. Kamea is our youngest whale at only 6 years old, and her mom, Takara, is the oldest member of our pod at 29 years old. Takara is also the matriarch of our pod, which means she's the leader. The whales trust us, and they play an active role in their own health and well-being. Through the use of positive reinforcement training techniques, we can teach them husbandry, or healthcare behaviors. One of the first husbandry behaviors we teach our whales is called a fluke present, or a tail present. And this is what Takara is demonstrating with her trainer, Maria. Now, not only can she see over her entire body, but also have access to the easy-to-see veins on the white underside of their tail flukes. Our veterinarians will come once a month to be able to draw blood from that tail to be able to check on their health. You may notice throughout the presentation, our trainers giving them back rubs, belly rubs, or even tail rubs. This is because killer whales have very sensitive skin, and it's another way that we can build our strong relationship with our whales. Another important diagnostic is weight. We can ask our whales to slide up onto a killer whale-sized scale in one of our back pools. Now this is what Takara is demonstrating over on this side of the stadium. You'll notice that the area from her dorsal fin down to her tail fluke is still in the water. This area is called the peduncle, and it can weigh several hundred pounds. So in order to get an accurate weight, we will ask Takara to raise her head and tail up and out of the water. And as of Tuesday morning, Takara is weighing in at 4,600 pounds. Now this is important to note to make sure that our younger whales are growing at a proper weight, or our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight. These husbandry behaviors help us to ensure that our whales are healthy and thriving.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales at every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time to play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Observational learning, or mimicry, play an important role in the life of a killer whale. From the moment they're first born, they're often seen copying other behaviors from their mom, other whales, and even us. So we're going to see if Sakari and Kamea can copy everybody on this side of the audience. Why don't we start with raising your left hand up in the air and give them a nice big wave hello. Look at that, they're copying you. They're paying very close attention to you. And killer whales are very curious animals, and they're often seen spy hopping or jumping completely out of the water to get a better look at their environment. We're going to see if Sakari and Kamea can demonstrate what we call a sighting bout. So everybody take your left hand, point at Sakari and Kamea, and throw it over your right shoulder. Great job! Now you see, you're going to dive down to the bottom of this 40-foot pool in 52-degree salt water and show off that sighting bout right in the center of the pool. Now over here on this side of the stadium, we have Takara, who's interacting with family down in the front row. They're going to be demonstrating how orcas actually communicate with one another. One of the ways that they communicate is through vocalizations. Let's see if we can check that out. Now that's just one way that they communicate. Another way that they can communicate is by using their body, like their pectoral flippers, their tail fluke, or even their entire body. So we're going to see if Takara can demonstrate that for us. Great job! All right, now you're going to see she's going to also dive down to the bottom research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light to the many mysteries of these amazing animals. For example, we know that the gestation period for a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that's impossible to obtain in the wild. However, some information can only be gained through field observation. SeaWorld works with our partners like the Norwegian Orca Survey to further our knowledge. Killer whales are remarkable, powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power is when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal can be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will beach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create baits that knock animals like penguins or seals from icebergs. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips in and feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail fins.
In the ocean, killer whales create ways to hunt. They use fluke slams to stun their prey, and they can even beach themselves up and out of the water. For the whales, it's a fun demonstration, but for you, it's time to get wet! where they live or what time of the year it is, their prey can vary. Unfortunately, things like overfishing and pollution pose a serious threat to many populations of killer whales.
Killer whales are impressive animals, and it's pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right? Wrong.
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador for the ocean, limitless, connected, powerful, but still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
We can make a difference. The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming, but together we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect.
So much to explore.
The killer whale story is still being written, and there are simple things we all can do to make a difference.
All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow.
And change the world.
Together, we've got this.
All around the world, it's a brand new day. Open up your eyes, discover all the ways. Every different creature, beautiful, unique, is counted in the treasure of our diversity. From the highest high to the deepest deep, so much mystery. We are all inspired by this one big world, and we share love that flows through each of us. And as our hearts unite and we come alive, we can feast our lives and see how marvelous is this one big world. Let's all take a journey, explore the great unknown, wonder at creation, everywhere we go. Miracles surround us, wherever we may roam. Privilege unites us, to call this earth our home. From the highest high to the deepest deep, so much mystery. We are all inspired
killer whales, just like they have for all of us. We will continue to learn from these amazing animals, and we hope you will too.